Shit, ChoppedByJayydoee.
I'm trying to see what the tension about. Pull up and I'm in them out. Be catching them bags, y'all niggas in drought. But I got off the block and took a different route. These niggas be cat rap, niggas ain't stepping on shit. And them niggas be broken, they thinking they lit. I'ma sign me a deal, drop a check on this bitch. Drop a bag on his head, cut the ice on my wrist. I'm trying to see what the tension about. Pull up and I'm in them out. Be catching them bags, y'all niggas in drought. But I got off the block and took a
Welcome back to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
Big Sick Midnight.
And it's your boy Slotty Guy No Lie.
We got another guest with us, an artist / engineer. Tell them who you are and where they can find you.
Shit, ChoppedByJayydoee. You can find me at ChoppedByJayydoee on Instagram, YouTube, everything, every platform. ChoppedByJayydoee.
Man, appreciate you coming on, man, and letting us come into your place, man. You know what I'm saying? Let us go and get this beautiful scenery. Can you tell everybody where you grew up at and what area you started from?
Shit, I grew up Southeast DC. Motherfucking moved around a couple places and shit, but I really found my home and shit over on the Anacostia side, Pennsylvania Avenue, Minnesota, all that shit, Dickerson Street. Really, motherfucking yeah, that's really where the shit started at for real. I really got into that music shit when I got in over the Southeast.
And how old were you when you got into the music?
Shit, I was about motherfucking 14, 15 type shit. I wasn't really taking it serious at that when I was just in school.
So what about the music made you want to get into this?
Shit, I was rapping and shit at first, and motherfucking niggas got tired of paying for studio time. I wanted to really record when I wanted to, so I went out, got a MacBook. I ended up I started off fucking with my man MacBook and shit. I ended up breaking that on no accident, so I had to go buy one of my own, and I actually really learned how to spend the album and learn how to engineer type shit.
How long did it take you to get that down where you was able to record by yourself?
It was two different I learned two different software. So when I first started off, it took me about a couple months to really get it to where people wanted to record with me. When I was recording on my own, when I got into the studios and I met my boy Kid Go Live, JoJo, they really taught me this shit, and they got me up to speed with this shit in about a month, 2 months, and I was ready to go.
All right, so any inspiration from your family, from musically wise? Like you said, you started doing music younger. You started rapping young, you know what I mean? Any influences from family members or anybody got any musical talents in your family?
No, it's just me.
Okay. First generation right there.
Yeah, just me.
So when you say you you had got tired of just waiting and spending money and you got that self for yourself, how much time did you start putting in the day to start getting that craft going?
I was wherever I was at, I was recording. I was in the house 24/7, doing music all day, every day, all day. I still got songs that never touched the streets. I'm just in there playing around, just trying to get the sound right.
So when you started making beats, did you start making some people make cartoon beats, trap beats, pop beats, rock beats? What beats you started going to first? What kind of got your ear going? You was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to make this sound.
Shit, I actually started making the beats. I really just started making beats a couple months ago, for real.
Okay.
I was engineering first, and then people started telling me, bro, if you engineer, you gotta produce. It should go hand in hand, for real.
So you know how in the industry, the main thing people say when they're professional with it, they say they get their 10,000 hours. So what do you think you got your 10,000 first? Rapping or engineering?
I got my 10,000 engineering. I done put crazy hours in the engineering. I done been in this motherfucker for more than 12 hours and just been working. Didn't leave. Then I done stayed in this joint days at a time. So it's with the rap shit, it just come easier now that I do the engineering shit. And it's just a hobby of mine that I feel I take far, because everybody feel I could really do that shit. Everybody feel I could rap. So that's what I just want to do.
So when it comes to engineering, rapping and producing, how would you rank those three? Like, all right, what do you consider yourself as first, or are they all equal?
I would say producing is just something I got in my back pocket, cause it's just like you can know how to do something but not love it. Like I really don't love making beats, cause I don't have the patience to sit down and really do it for hours. But I know how to do it. I know how to work the software, so I can do it if it. You know what I'm saying? The time come to, if I feel like doing it, I will. But engineering probably will come first. Rapping will come second now because I've been seeing so much more money off engineering. But rapping will come second and then producing will come third.
So engineering is a underrated part of making music. A lot of people don't even know who the engineer is. They might know the producer
For sure.
or the rapper. How you deal with that? Is that what you kind of want? Like, I'm cool with being in the shadow, long as the people who come here know what I'm doing, or you want like a little more like recognition? I'll be out there more.
I mean, in the beginning, I was more so an antisocial type of person. Like most producers tend to be like closed off to themselves, but I was really like I was one of them antisocial niggas. So like now that I'm getting the buzz, and now that I'm actually seeing what my sound and what my work can do for people, it's like I really want people to like see me. Like my motivation is DJ Khaled. So you see that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Another one. God did. That man got so many slogans.
Yeah, fact.
Like, so, as far as like engineering and putting in the work, like, what goes behind that? Because, like you said, people don't understand engineering. You usually hear producer, artist, beat. Like, what does the engineer really do?
Shit, the engineer is the middleman, basically between the producer, the artist. Like the engineer really bring everything together. Like he make the vocals sound good on the beat. He makes sure, you know what I'm saying, like everything is just everything. Like the songs wouldn't be none without engineers. Like you can't really, put too much of a title like or meaning on the engineer because they do so much. Like they contribute so much to a song and they contribute so much to the music. So it's like they'll never get the credit they deserve. So I just want to go out and show people like you could, like other engineers could really get out here and be in front of the camera and make a name and make these big dollars like everybody else.
So what comes with engineering, like I said, putting the hours in and focusing on that, like does it drain you mentally, physically, emotionally? Like some days you feel like, damn, I'm wasting my time, wasting my life with this, or it's like, damn, I don't feel like doing this today.
Shit. All the time. It's like this shit get real tiring, especially because I'm young. Like it'll be times that I get up and I really just have an attitude with the world because I'm not where I want to be at type shit. Like you want to, like as an engineer, it get frustrating because you could do a song, you could record a song, and it could go up, and it could be a hit. Everybody could be listening to it, but you'll never get your recognition because nobody know you recorded that song. Like I done been so many places where motherfuckers is playing music that I recorded, and they don't even know it's me. And I don't even, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I didn't really care for them to know. But now it's like I want that. So I want that respect.
So you feel like that comes with like, hey, look, now that if you know who I am, you can know who to talk to, help produce that song. I mean, whoever engineered that song, you know what I mean? You know, instead of just knowing producing the artist, you know, maybe I'm gonna go to that engineer and I know what engineer to go to. Do you feel like that could be a reason why you want to step out more to get your name out?
Yeah, I want that to be like more so the reason I want bigger artists like from out of town. I want them, when they come through, I want them to know like this is the sound that they want to come and fuck with. I want them to like know that this good engineers here because like they don't have all the, like you got niggas like Metro Boomin, and you got all these other niggas in other places, like they stamped in Atlanta, they stamped in Miami, all this other shit.
All that shit.
We don't really got too many niggas like you come here, you know that sound, you know what I'm saying? They really trying to lock in on some music shit. They just trying to come in here, pick up the bag from whatever show they doing, get out of here. Niggas ain't really trying to come and work and lock in with the DMV music scene.
Well, you say that producing is something that you got in your back pocket. What if it's something that you might become like that might make you popping, like the production part? Do you think you would like it more or love it more? You think? If that's what your recognition.
I don't think it would make me love it more. I think it would make me respect it more. Like, cause I don't really care much for it as of right now. Cause it don't do nothing for me. Like, I know how to do it. I can supply an artist with a beat if he need it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, if I go up on it, I respect it because it changed my situation. It changed what I got going on to make life a little bit easier for me. But other than that,
It's like, fuck it, I got the legs, I'm gonna use it.
So I was asking, like, with all the hours you spent engineering, how do you balance that and like your regular life, or is this like mostly your life?
shit, when you're an engineer, when you're in music, my life is music 24/7. Like, you can't really turn it off because I could be in the house, and nigga want to hit me up, he want a session from 12 to whatever time in the morning he could. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to come and record, niggas want to be creative at any time of the day, so you gotta be available and free for your clients, and you gotta really know that when these niggas want to get in the studio, that could be the song that really take them out of their music, all about their energy. So niggas really, like, if they hit you up for a song, like, I just make sure I'm always available for niggas.
I was gonna say like my bad, this is an extension. Average like a 2 minute, 15-minute song. How long would that take you to engineer my average? But does it depend on the artist?
Yeah, everything depends on the artist, for real. Like, when people come to me, I normally get the songs done fast. Like, I'm probably chilling, just smoking. Probably by the time people done doing their ad-libs, or people by the time they done recording, because I get, like, when you come in, the sound so good, I don't really gotta do too much, and I just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like, when you record and you feel comfortable, so by the time the end of the song come around, it don't really take me that long to mix the zone, so it'll really take me about 5 to 10 minutes to really complete a song. But if it takes longer if an artist take longer to record.
So, since you started doing this professionally, and you put your hours in, you've gotten a little more experience in it.
Yeah.
How has that changed your ear for like listening to music outside of yours, like hearing other people's albums? Like, do you hearing like, I would have done this differently?
All the time, that shit warm music for me.
He said that shit ruined it.
That shit warm music
Can't
for me,
just
bro. Like,
sit and enjoy it.
I hear one little thing, that shit irritate me for the rest of the song. I'm done with it. Like, I don't really like shit perfect. I like my ear's different from music now. Like, it's really, like, it's trained to hear the little things. It's trained to hear, like, if I hear a nigga take a breath too deep, I'm done. I'm turning the song off because the engineer should have took that out.
So you can hear like, damn, you can hear somebody breathing, you hear somebody's voice cracking a little bit, like, damn, you could have took your time, this and this. But hold on, this is a multi-million album selling joint.
Yeah.
So you're like, damn, you got this engineer probably spent this bag. He was like, tap, fuck it, let's get it going.
Kind of make you feel like this motherfucker should have came to me.
All the time.
Do you work with like the same set of people, or you just open to? Some people got their in-house.
I work with, like, you talking about in terms of artists?
Yeah, for artists and producers.
Yeah, like, in terms of producers and up engineers, like, I work with the same set of people. Like, I really got in-house. Like, then my boys, K-Go Live, That's Yet, my boy, Mixed by 2-3, Tukey Beats, motherfucking Rio, motherfucking Mixed by Bowman. Like, they all really put their time and they hustling and shit, so I fuck with them. But when it comes to the artists, like, I'm more so a private engineer now, but if I'm really fucking with your sound and I see I could do something for you, like I'm gonna hit you up, I'm gonna reach out and then we gonna talk and see if we gonna elevate if you lock in with me. But I'm saying I don't really go out. I don't really let too many people come and book with me because once again I do gotta balance my studio life and my real life.
Any artists that you work with in the area?
I work with a lot of artists in the area. Like just name a couple that's coming up. G Slime, One Up Rondo, Fat Fool. I'm working with a couple female artists, D3 Queen, AK. They real live.
Yeah, we know AK
They coming up soon.
for sure.
Yeah, they coming up soon.
Have you had any big songs you had engineered, produced, or worked with that came on the radio? You heard one time, I was like, damn, I shit on the radio.
Shit, I don't even listen to the radio.
Damn.
Understandable.
Yeah, man. Say I critique music so bad. Say fuck, I don't listen to radio either. I ain't critique music that bad. Be the same shit.
I gotta play my own shit
I
whenever
got
I
Apple
want.
Music where I'm always on the go. I'm always in the studio, so like that's the music I listen to. The music that come out the studio speakers and the music that I listen to when I'm getting ready in the morning. So yeah.
So you got like, you haven't had any like major artists go up from the city, like a big name artist go up and was like, damn, I made that song or engineered that song for him, and they got like recognition from as far as the artist.
Yeah, a couple, bro. Like I did a couple songs for Zay Wild. Did a couple songs for Glock Jones. Did a couple jumps for Mirax. And like they went up and they did a couple numbers. G Slime, he ain't really. I want people to really go tune into that because he's really next up from this area. Like, right.
Are there any artists that you kind of don't want to work with anymore? Like you work with them and it's just kind of been difficult?
Nah. It's all good vibes with me. Like everybody fuck with me. Like everybody see me as a young nigga. I'm cool. I crank. You know what I'm saying? It's just good genuine vibes every time I link up with anybody. My bad.
Yeah. So like, how does it go about linking up? Do you network through your other friends, other engineers and stuff like that, or do you go to artists yourself, or they come look for you most of the times?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Like I can get like a couple of my men to send me a couple of people that they feel like would go up if they fuck with me. A couple niggas to lock in with me through DM. I reach out to a couple of niggas because I see that they working. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's just however it go. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see potential in a nigga, like I'm gonna make it happen. Like we're gonna lock in regardless of however it's gonna happen.
You got any like producers you want to work with that you haven't worked with already? You can just name anybody. You like anybody, not from just the area, like anybody kind of in mind.
Producers I want to work with. I want to work with Kid 202. I want to work with motherfucking Wheezy, motherfucking and Turbo.
Yeah, some great names right there for sure. When you do your engineering work, do you have your own sound? Like you got your own method, like you know how to tweak a tune or how you make it like.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I got the name ChoppedByJayydoee. Like I really specialize in like the drops and like just making just making the song, taking a beat and just making it something that it wasn't before the like you would never think that the beat would have sounded like that before you start recording the song. So it's like I really just pride myself in making people feel that difference in the music because a lot of people don't do chops. Like you don't really hear a lot of chops in the industry. I'm trying to change that and really go and change the sound for real.
Make it like your niche, make it your thing.
How long did it take you to find your style?
Shit, that was kind of a natural thing. Like it came It came like in my first couple weeks of recording. Like I just like doing it, so I did it, and then I got better. And yeah.
You ever find like working with different producers or working with different engineers that you pick up little tips and tricks that kind of make you refine your own style? So, I mean, would you say that you've changed? Like you say, you found your style, your own niche, your own particular style in the first couple of weeks. But after working with a couple artists or whatever, what have you, has it kind of refined your style a little bit? So it's still yours, but you kind of remastered it.
Yeah, like it's more so the producers and other engineers that I fuck with. Like we all share sauce. Like we got like it's like more so like them niggas my brothers for real. Like them niggas like Kago Lab, he done told me everything I know about engineering. Like when it comes to like on a professional level, like he really just took me under the wing as like he ain't really had to do that. Like he took me as like his little brother and like really showed me the way. JoJo, like he on the hiatus from engineering and shit, my man. Out of town. He did that shit too. Like mixed by 2-3 Joy, he one of the ones too.
So like, it's like working with the other artists and the engineers and things like that, and making a tape. How did that come about? Like, how did that come about? As working with everybody and making a tape as well.
The tape came about just from it was a couple songs that I felt like niggas wasn't gonna drop for real. And I just talked to niggas and I was like, bruh, like there's some shit that the world gotta hear. Like I want this shit to go out. And niggas was with it. And other songs, like we just locked in and made original music for that tape because they wanted to be a part of that. So I just locked in and like made that my goal to get that finished for about like I was working on that tape for about over a year for real.
So
Yeah. So
I want to say how many tracks on it.
there's 12 of that, y'all. I think. Yeah,
How many different artists?
Yeah, I can't.
It's a tape. Everybody go check the tape out for sure.
Yeah, who is Jayydoee out now? That's going up.
So like, how has the reaction since you dropped the tape? How's the reaction feel? Do you look at the comments, the views, the numbers? Did that mess with you mentally, or do you go like, hey, this shit is what I'm doing it for. I'm going up right now.
Yeah, like the numbers ain't really fucking with me because they good. So like I'm liking it. I'm fucking with it. So I feel like just off me doing this, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna drop another. So like y'all the first ones right here to hear. Like who is Jayydoee Deluxe coming soon. So
Exclusive.
yeah, so that shit gonna be out soon. Yeah, I gotta look out for a couple new artists that y'all gonna hear on that joint. Like I'm always bringing a new sound. Whenever I drop, just expect to, you know what I'm saying, see somebody new, hear a new name, hear a new voice. Like I'm always looking for new talent.
So you always looking to branch off and reach out and make some more music and have everybody go up instead of just working with or trying to find the people that's already on established, already got a name for themselves.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of too much to work with people that's established and shit. Like it's just a lot of
Politics and
it's just too much. I don't really get into that. I like starting from the bottom and real building up with the artists and seeing them grow. I pride myself in that. I real be proud of the people that I work with.
do you have like any artists that just keep linking with you? Y'all got like chemistry, like damn, we know when we coming here, we gonna make this motherfucker fire for sure. You said the guy G Slime?
G Slime, every time we link up it's a hit. Fat Food, every time we link up it's a hit. D3 Queen, every time we link up it's a hit. Like we really like it's my boy Fat Wop. Every time we link up, it's real live chemistry in the studio. Like it's something that niggas can't even like explain. It wasn't never no conversation on how niggas like to record. It wasn't never no conversation on niggas how niggas like to sound. Like it was just real. Like we just locked in and they was fucking with this shit. We just made great music. Like,
Do you feel like you had, being younger and working with a lot of music, do you have like any producers or artists that you was like, no, I kind of want to make a sound like that again or recreate something like that or make it better? You say you started doing your chops and you had your own thing too, but did you have like anybody who inspired you to go ahead and get that thing going? Like, this is how I really wanted to get it going, but make it my own.
yeah, when I was rapping, I used to record with my man ChoppedByJayydoee. So he motherfucking he's vicious with that chopping shit, like real vicious. So he motherfucking. I'm like, when I got into chopping, that was something I wanted to learn how to do because when he was doing it on my music, it sounded good. So I found my own lane with that shit, and I just took it to a whole nother level.
So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, as far as with your musical talents and as far as like all three of your artistries you're doing right now?
Shit, I can't even call it for real. I just know it's gonna be something big. Like, it's nothing like sky's the limit for the next 5 years for real. Cause I did all the shit that we talking about now too. So
because of course, you know, you've been working with so many people, has never been gotten to a time where you've been so tight on time and you've had to turn artists to other engineers, kind of like, hey, look, I would love to work with you, but I just simply don't have the time in the day.
yeah, it happens. And niggas just got, like, niggas understand. And I always make sure that I send them to somebody that's going to get their sound right every time. So that's where my boys K Go Live and Tay, like, that's Yet. And all the niggas, they come in and they realize they come through every time. Nobody's ever complained.
So you involved in any other ventures or music is like your only focus for now?
Yeah, music my only focus for now. Like, think about, yeah, music my only focus right now. For I can't even think of nothing else but music. Wake up, think about that shit.
He said it's your life. He said you gotta do that shit every day. Came deferred. So like, if somebody come to you and say, look, I got some money for you. I need you to go ahead and help somebody do this, engineer or produce this pop track. Would you do it? Have you ever worked with pop music or any rock and roll music or anything besides rap?
Shit, I work with shit besides rap. Like, I work with a couple R&B people, work with some gospel people.
That's
You know what
dope.
I'm saying? But, like, whatever genre it is, open to it.
Does the gospel still have your sound too?
That's what's up. That's dope. That's what's up. For real.
What's
What's
the name of the gospel track?
I don't even know, bro. I done recorded so many songs, but
I can't even call none of it. You got so much music.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So before we get out of here, can you give me like your 3 top artists you would want to work with? You can do Dead or Alive, or you give me top 5 if you doing Dead or Alive of all time.
Shit. Dead or Alive.
Yeah, like that sound nice.
One of your joints, yeah.
Swipey.
Okay. Swipey.
Recipe Swipey. I actually work with his little brother, Baby Swipey. We locked in too. That's another one of my clients, so be on the lookout for him. But shit, I want to work with No Savage, No Savage. Shit, I want to fuck with Gunna, Free Gunna. Shit.
Sweet right there.
Yeah, who else would I want to work with? DJ Khaled, if you want to count him.
It count. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and motherfucking Lil Baby.
What's up? That's not a bad list at all, son. Hell of a list. Before we get out of here, you want to tell anybody what you got coming up and where to follow you at again?
Shit, I got the Who is Jada Deluxe coming up. I got got a couple singles coming out. Just stay tuned for that. Motherfucking, I got a mixtape coming out. I am Jada. Me as a rapper, as an artist. That's me coming out. You can find me at ChoppedByJayydoee on Instagram, ChoppedByJayydoee on Twitter. Wherever you want, look me up, ChoppedByJayydoee. On every platform, Apple Music, Spotify, all that.
Alright, it's the Unpleasant Thoughts. It's your boy Sly the Guy.
Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
You just should midnight.
And man, appreciate you, man. Thank you again.
For sure.